Going on another field trip to Reunion. Oh, and you can see Dan's feet. My backpack is too heavy. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. It's gonna be chilly. So there's the backpack. There's
Is there water in
his.
here?
Yes, there's water in there. And we're bringing extra blankets. His is in there. Mine, I picked up a Walmart one to try out. And I'm wearing these shoes all weekend long. Off we go. And we've made it. We're in the Founders parking lot. So I gotta figure out where we are. So I think we're far away. I gotta look at the map. There's Clap. Yeah. You've seen it. If you saw the last video, you saw it all before, but it was all dead then. Look, it's all green. If you lost something in there, it was lost forever until everything died down because it's probably poison ivy in there. Oh, you can see the ocean. You can see Lake Wabbit over there. That's the hill. During the winter time, we'd slide down. First time I landed on my head, knocked my glasses off. Probably the first concussion I ever had. And our first interaction, I couldn't remember where Stone Davis was, but we flagged someone down. They gave her a ride. Yeah, I lived in Stone Davis for a year and I couldn't remember where it was in relation. Okay. Wrong color. Oh, we'll head this way. Check in. Ah, spilled. It's considered Tower Court. Oh, there we go. We're 422. So we've been inside already. It's hard to get in. So I have to move some furniture. There's 3. Was this a triple? I can't. Oh no, they get 2 of them. Jeez Louise. Yeah. I'm moving some furniture. There's the view. Oh, goodness. Very confusing to get in, but I gotta move some furniture to make some room for us. Yeah. A little easier. Look at that. Yeah, I remember the really thin blankets. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna clean this corner. He brought what we call the Sherpa for his bed. Oh. I don't remember them being, oh. Big closet though, but you have to if you're sharing it with someone. I'm pretty sure my single was just a little smaller than this, but as far as I know, there are no singles anymore. And I didn't have a slanted roof. So I was probably on the 2nd or 3rd floor, and we are on the 4th. Okay, it's out of Harry Potter. I remember the round tables and the chairs. I don't remember long tables. And I don't remember this either. Oh, well, I do remember that. I don't remember this either. Must be all new.
So this is full of lectures. So we tried Book Arts Lab where you make a simple pamphlet because there seems to be a book arts major. Who knew?
So people actually go through there, but... And it's crowded. Okay, where did Dan go?
So that was crowded, so we headed to Jewett because I think there's the senior art exhibit, and we found lots of goodies and even snacks.
Architecture? I don't think we did architecture. This is cute. And somehow we found food. I don't know how we found food. Is that better than chocolate? Oops, sorry. I'm torn with what happens here. Finally, we see the art department. And there is none. I mean, look at this. 2D design, 3D design materials. So I ran into an old, I never took classes with her, but she said the EPA shut it down. And that's what happened to it.
It meaning the foundry and the metalsmith shop.
It's supposed to be the architecture section. And there's his office. People leave a lot of stuff behind. Good. Had to make sure it was empty. So the foundry was the way that dumpster was. All I can say is the best years of my life here were there, and it breaks my heart to see that it's gone. But it was breaking 1,000 health code violations. So I guess it had to go. Hi there. I'm just no. I'm just seeing what happened to the studio art department.
Totally different.
Yeah.
We're trying to get the penalty east.
Oh no.
Now go outside.
I figured it out. I just want to look at all the classrooms. That's all.
Welcome back. And yeah, it's a really cool building.
Well, let's just say I remember it with a foundry.
Yes. Actually,
May I just take a quick look in there?
Yeah, I'll show you really fast. Sorry.
But it's good to see it. Actual power tools.
No, actually, I'll show you the whole shop. Sorry, it's just...
Oh no, you were heading home. You're fine. You're completely fine.
No, so we're actually lucky. So as you probably recall, foundry is down there, and we now have
The empty spaces, yes.
and a much smaller sort of metal shop, which we're probably actually going to do more ceramics with in here.
Yeah,
but
makes sense.
We actually gained a whole lot more space here. And
Do you mind if I record? I mean,
no,
I won't
no,
have
no.
your face in it, but it's-
And I was going to say, so this used to be, it had been part of the anthropology and political science departments in the east, but we got this extra space. So we
so that's why it just sort of goes on and
kind of
on.
goes on and on, exactly. And this is the handful studio, the spray booth, and then here we have two different.
Oh yeah, I remember all this stuff. Well, we had two. Actually, this one might
This all
be
was
original.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was.
remember. I had spent a lot of good times with this thing.
And then, that one, and then we
Oh my!
got a whole bunch of new here, so we have both a very old.
Ooh, look at yeah.
CNC machines like that.
This is so cool. Well, it's good. No, it helps me to see this because I was sculpture. I was metalwork. I did tons of bronze, and then that year, his shop assistant was Peter Anderchow, and he did steel. So I got to do steel, and I was the only one who did.
Yeah.
And I made all sorts of weird things, and I still have some of them.
Yeah. No, so Carlos retired in 2018.
Wow, he lasted that long.
Yeah, 17.
I saw a recent picture of him.
So that's actually a 3D model that had been milled by the CNC machine.
Ooh.
For
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Carlos was, I was sort of his last assistant. And he's someone who's like, just very good.
Yeah, well, he's a force to reckon with.
A big thank you to Andrew Kemp, who is the studio technician. He was awesome. I mean, he was going home and he stopped. Thank you.
So this helps my heart. So I'm gonna turn this off now. Sorry, we couldn't get in.
Now we're in the Science Center,
Look
or
at
at least
it.
formerly Science Center, now Science
It's all hangout
Complex. This is the library, and we're going to a faculty lecture.
A crowded room.
As kind of like my research program, what I care most about is I care about mental health. I care about mental health, one, because I think it's fascinating, but two, because mental health challenges have significantly affected and shaped my own personal life and the personal life of pretty much everybody around me. And I kind of got tired of wearing two hats. You know, one hat in which I'm doing, you know, codey, mathy things, and then this other hat where I'm trying to understand mental health and do advocacy work. And so this was my excuse to combine the two. And so specifically the thing that I focus on the most is I focus on suicide and self-harm. So how can we use AI or machine learning to better understand, prevent, and predict suicide so you know, we can take better care of each other.
Okay, so we walked back from the Science Center. Well, when we went to the Science Center, we ended up on a golf cart. The very first time ever. And now we're supposed to have social hour and then dinner. So far, the class we're eating with 90 and they're purple. So I see a lot of purples, no yellows yet. And we're eating academic quad tent. So they got this yellow, purple, a dance floor, which is frightening. People are coming in. I recognize some, but it's been too long.
Fast forward to the morning. I think we met up with one person the night before, and we turned in early.
Made it to breakfast, found some water, got some tea, and let's just say the hospital food was probably a little bit worse. Yeah. Breakfast is 7 to 9. Took a shower, that was frightening. Water pressure was okay. Hot water not. Yeah. But I washed my hair, so I feel pretty good about it. And I'm gonna be doing my morning pages today. While Dan's still sleeping. We'll see. I'll probably go back later with him when he gets up. So, I see the bounce house. I'm thinking they are doing stuff for little kids, so I'm visiting. Oh my God, there's another one. Let's go find out. Well, I'm heading to the bookstore. We're gonna see if I can do that video of the bookstore again before people are awake and doing stuff. But you have to register. But people are still, like, breakfast wrapped up at 9 and it's 9:16. So I'm guessing that's where little kids are gonna go to today. But that way is to the Lulu place. So we're heading there. You can see it in the distance, like right there. Let's see if I can get a tour again. It's quick. I will say, those are so pretty. And I'm kind of liking the Lulu Center. And while I was going downstairs, I met up with Evelyn, Betty, and Hema. Didn't expect to see didn't surprise me they were all together. But yeah.
got this banner outside of Lulu, and at the bookstore I picked up a sweatshirt, but I put back the notebook. So I didn't make it to the seminar I was gonna go to, so I decided I'm gonna come in here instead. So very short hours. They open from 11 to 5 to the public. Yeah, so that won't be happening. So I'm gonna look at the schedule, see what I can do. We're gonna try global tour at there, Science Center. Well, the greenhouse, which should be near the Science Center. This way down. So, and it's very narrow. See how pretty it is? It's a bird's nest. It's a perfect little bird's nest. And we're back. Okay, Science Center is there. Wow, I think they call it something else, but this was under construction the last time I was here. Look at this. Whatever this is, it looks like box containers, different colors. And looking at the time, I missed the start of the other one too, but we're gonna walk around. It's an apiary. Look how pretty. Neat.
Welcome.
Hi.
Are you here for a tour by chance? or
I'd
do you
like to,
wanna
I was thinking I was too late.
Oh,
but-
well, we just have our third group starting now. If you would like
Ooh,
to join in the
I'd
hall.
love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're with you, you can hang back on this tour, and maybe if you have any questions, come back and okay. That sounds great. Yeah. Thank you very much. Of course.
Yeah, I can't get in there, but that's okay. This is nice. Feels like a desert scene, though. Can't really have desert plants outside of New England, which is why that is that bright bit of yellow. But this is cool. She said there was a lot of art donated. Well, not donated, but you know, student made. Ah, that looks like a hothouse. That looks like plastic. I mean, like movable plastic. Those are like bulging a little. Huh. There's a kitchen garden. You're gonna participate? There's some gloves. Cute little house. I love the woodwork. They've got something accidentally started, purposefully started, and they have irrigation. And stuff they've started, and they're leaving it outside. Well, yeah, those look like tomato plants. And maybe peas? Yeah, botany is something I didn't do. But yeah, all of this is new. Didn't get to visit the last time. I did get a sticker. So we are gonna find our way down, see what we can see, because it is a very popular thing to do is to tour the greenhouse. This is quite, I mean, its leaves attracted me to it, but look at that. Look how lovely.
don't know if I'll ever find our class tree, but at least I'll see really interesting, not thousand, but really interesting looking trees. And you know, that is probably a white oak or just a normal oak. As always, this campus is so striking. So striking. You can hear in the background the bells. Can you see it through the trees? Lunch is on the chapel lawn. There's the chapel. There's our tent. Okay, we're open.
So we located where lunch is, but it's too early, so we went to the Davis Museum to take a tour.
Not sure what's on that side.
We're gonna go this way.
Bathroom, I guess. Let's start in the basement. I don't think there's start in the ground floor. No. Ooh, there's books. Pretty. Ooh. 99. Oh, that's a Wellesley donation. Kinga, huh? Photographs. This strangely looks familiar. Andrea Carlson screen prints. They look like collages. Yeah, there's some collage going on. That one is pretty. Diego Rivera screen print. Marisol lithograph. Oh, look at that. Print.
looks old. Oh, it is old. Graved after, oh, published after. Oh, look how tiny that is. There you go, Rembrandt. And that is donated. May ha pesado. Morissot. Oh. Ah, my favorite subject, books. That is weird. Reports. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh. Oh, look at that one. It's pretty. Oh, look how pretty. Ethiopia. Yeah. Special collection. Probably more. We're in L2. There's 2 more. That's right. You stay here. Which is that guy? Ceramics. Huh. Baga Arts. Baga Culture. How pretty that is. I think that's a locket. Oh, pretty. I'm gonna try to keep this quick because I'm just boring people. Ooh. Oh, there's another room. Man. Provenance, yes, we know what Provenance is. Oh. Oh, there's no door. Study gallery. So I have never been in this museum ever. I don't think. Started here, I guess. Wait, what is that? Aztec, finally. And they carved a tire. Serpent's Way.
Oh, and look there. Oh. That, actually, it looks brighter on the camera than it does in person. That is pretty. Maybe that's what I should start pursuing. I don't know who Gunther is. Omek Mezcala Temple.
It's wonderful. And it's big. The museum is big, yeah.
Peru. Oh, I like that. It's all over it. I don't know if they're different or not. Oh, look at him. Oh, cool. Oh, look at him. They're so bright. What's this one? Oh, North Coast Peru and Coastal Ecuadoria. That I recognize. Ooh, little house.
There was a medical coach just recently, I don't know how old it was, about a woman who smashed codes. And there was this woman during World War II, well, she started in World War I.
He's Mexican.
She wasn't even a, mathematician or anything, she studied English and philosophy and Hillsdale.
It's pretty. He's gigantic. He's about the size of an American Girl doll. This I kind of recognize. Okay, let's go upstairs, which is, I think, that way. There is a warning. Change in height. Pretty. Card on the other side. That's lovely, actually. We're gonna go this way. It's like a middle floor. Ooh, that is an interesting technique. Can't really get the whole thing. And over here, you see quite a bit. Let's see. What do we got? A lot of stuff. Ooh, this one's closed. So what do we? Oh. There we go. We found a saison. It's kind of like finding the blue period of Picasso, I guess. Beautiful frame. Good Lord. They are pretty. from an estate. Signature. Look how close I can get without getting in trouble. Car bell. Oil was never my deal. That is pretty. What are we at? Ooh. Kabbalah or sculpture. A woman painted this. Really, oh, there we go. We got a singer sergeant, but one you would never recognize, a singer sergeant. You can see some of the brush strokes. Native American, Lakota. Ooh, I like the back. Southern Oot. Oh my. Landscapes. Ooh, who did this? Wounded Knee. Ooh. Pretty interesting. I think they have like a digital tour you can listen to. Their usual. Let's see what this is. Frozen still lives with fruit. Yep. Ooh, I see money. That I'm always interested in. Not money itself, but the ephemera of money. So tiny. I use my hand for reference. Lovely. These are cool too. Oh, they're painted. Oh my, they're not real. They're painted. That is cool. From downstairs you can see this stuff. Yeah, that's not quite good placement. But you know, who needs to see it? Who needs to see it? Ooh. Mm-hmm. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ooh. Whose is this? Unidentified French or Flemish. We're gonna keep walking around. I think I see artwork I recognize again. Let's see, who did this one? Antwerp. So it's apparently Flemish shadow. But there's a striking, I mean, again, it's way brighter than you can see.
is striking. Oh, 17th century Northern Europe, of course. And portrait. De Vries. Maybe that's why I recognize it. It is striking. And it's a lot darker than my camera. Ooh, and then you just see that. Netherlands. Crayfish. They always look so photographic. Meat from far away. Looks real. Close up. Ooh. Oh my. Okay. So this is very striking. Let's see who did it. And again, the camera is sort of making it much brighter. It's very dark in person. Oh wow. Like through the camera, this looks insane. But it is very dark. I see little double bits. Well, they're not dolls. We know that. And that is striking. This is very, I don't know why I enjoy this stuff. Just the light and the dark. Again, it's much darker than camera portrays. They're very dynamic, very pretty. See, it's like you recognize something and you don't really recognize something because it isn't what you think it is. Ooh, okay. Who is this? I mean, that is gorgeous, and it's tiny. Why is this so dark? It's French. And it is, ooh, okay, in the camera, it looks amazing. In person, it's very dark, again. And these up above, look at that. This is striking as well. Unidentified. Look at that. So pretty. Oh, wait, I do recognize that. Attributed to. That is icky, but this one's even more icky. Part of a church. Sancho Valley. Oh, my favorite thing. Teeny little Bible. Okay. I think I got the other side as well, yes. So that is the Davis Museum. It's all the way down. It's not huge. Cool though. I found the tent again, and I found some art. And I think it's raining again. Why are you there? I don't know. We'll have to save that for later. So Dan did his duty. He hunted and gathered. It's raining again. And we got into the tent right before it rained. We were in Schneider Center, which is way in the distance over there. And they let us sit down. Bamboo plates. At least they look like them. And
I got Evelyn, Betty, and Hema. And I know we're gonna see Bonnie. So this time I did get into Schneider Center. There are ghosts still here, but it's all offices. Yeah, ghosts. Ghosts. So the lecture at the Science Center is Quantum Physics and the Brain Basis of Consciousness. This will be a separate video. It was amazing.
Give you an overview and try to get to all of the good spots in the Science Center. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see,
After I had an incredibly thorough tour of the Science Center. Wow, I saw places that I never saw when I was there. So I was glad I did that. Very informative. So these weren't here when I lived here. Oh, my poor throat. Look how beautiful it is out there. I don't remember what my view was. Maybe it could have been this. We're on the 4th floor. In my day, I don't remember screens. You just open these. I don't recall I remember being hot in the summer. I remember not being cold in the winter, but I always had this little heater. I always had because of an ecology class, I had a sleeping bag. And I picked up a sleeping bag for here, very light one. Since reunion is earlier this year, it was a bit rainy and cold. Usually reunion's a little later, sometime in June. Yesterday was so good. This reunion helped me process a lot of things that I hadn't thought about in years and just sort of put aside. I'm glad I came. I'm glad I was convinced to come. And my morning pages are a bit late, so I need to go do those. It's about 5 in the morning. I got more sleep. I left off yesterday. That seminar was so informative and so good. We met a woman who was there from 1980, was a 1980 graduate. And you just hear the stories of all these women who attended and have done such amazing things with their lives. The research they left behind. And so I'm going to look her up and the papers she wrote. And then I have to look up the papers of that professor who talks about, God, I can't even remember it. Anyways, last night we were gonna, after the seminar, we were gonna take a nap. And then in the distance I saw my friends, so I met up with them. I thought we were just gonna sit by the water and talk, but we ended up doing a 2-hour trek around Lake Alwabin, and I wasn't planning it, but that was long. Wasn't really wearing the right shoes, but that was okay. We talked a lot. I mean, I know we've got, every woman I see, there's 30 years worth of information. And you just sort of gotta
people condense it down to a conversation, and that was so good. And I met up with Dan for dinner. I had like a couple minutes. I changed because it was wet and sweaty, and I got rained on quite a bit. And then after that was the dinner, and talked to a couple more people I hadn't seen, and let's just say a lot of tears were shed, and I found out other people were crying, because it's like by the second day you're ready to just sort of, these are people you either haven't seen in 5 years, haven't seen in 10, haven't seen in 20, and you're ready to pick up if you left off. Oh. It was really good. Though our tent, they have us old ladies in tents, and for lunch and dinner. And the food's okay. We're thinking something's up with the budget. And I think the amount of money the class raises is reflective in what you receive. Because we were like, oh yeah, the class before us, louder, bigger, and they had tulips on their table, and we had weird little feathers on our table. So I think some of us are going to look into that, because I thought we were all equal coming into this, and we just ended up in different tents, and so I might look into that. But great fun was had last night. Went to bed at like 10. Was supposed to go to stargazing last night, but I was really just too wiped. So today is the last day, Sunday. I think we just have breakfast on the menu, and then worry about the parade, and then I don't know what we have after that. I don't think there is anything after that, but and just make sure they're very, very adamant about that at 2 p.m. sharp, we're all out of here. And Dan would like to hang out. So hopefully those clouds don't prove to be problematic. But the view is lovely. We're all hot. So I just opened the window. Dan went downstairs for a cool place to lie down. And you forget how lovely this campus is. But, you know, it's New England. Late spring. Everything's beautiful here.
Chilly, but this is a gorgeous morning for it, right? There we are. Now, who carries the banner?
We carry a banner.
Yeah, because you have your class number.
Oh dear
Are you
God.
guys working that way?
We're marching towards Alumni Hall, right?
Yeah, because it's the older they
this way.
get, the closer they are to the
Well,
destination.
no, because the older.
Then I think we're going the other way, because it's the young people that start first, and they start because the younger people can walk longer.
So does it end at the chapel?
I think so, yeah.
I have no idea. So that would make sense.
That was my educated guess.
Well, let's ask somebody in the middle, because I don't want to start marching the wrong direction. Because I want to tell her where to stand.
Graduation was Friday because they didn't get the copy.
How are we such a tall group?
I don't know.
The woman who's second moment in, she's the president.
We had, okay, lunch was an absolute zoo. They did not plan it well. But we're leaving. I wore my dress, now I'm wearing something else. And good trip. Very cathartic. I think that's reconnection. Yeah, that was a big word. And even though it's cloudy, it's gorgeous out. So I'll leave you with that.